Hecate, Torchbearer at the Crossroads. Long ago, when God still moved through the world like fire in the veins of the earth and night was more than absence, there was one who stood at the edge of every path, between light and darkness, death and birth, silence and invocation. Her name was Hecate, and she belonged to no one. Born of the Titans Perses and Asteria, she was the daughter of starlight and flame, a goddess older than Olympus yet untouched by its fall. When Zeus rose to rule the heavens, he did not cast her down. He honored her, feared her perhaps, for Hecate held sway in all realms, sky, sea, and underworld. She was the torch in the darkness, the key on the threshold, the whisper at the crossroads. She did not sit upon a golden throne. She stood at the margins, in the places where choices must be made, where endings meet beginnings, where silence listens. And it was from such a place that her story begins. One spring morning, when the fields were green and the air sweet with blooming flowers, Persephone, daughter of Demeter, wandered alone. She sang to the blossoms, plucked lilies in crocuses, and danced across the walking earth. The world watched her with joy. But below that world, in the realm of shadows, Hades watched too. And when he rose in his black chariot, cleaving the earth in silence, no one saw. No one except Hecate heard Persephone cry out. The gods looked away, the earth swallowed her, and all went still. Demeter wept. She scoured the land, sky, and sea, wild with grief. The crops failed, rivers slowed, mankind began to starve. But on the third night, as frost curled around the edges of wheat, a figure emerged from the mists, cloaked in shadow, crowned with moonlight, bearing two torches. Hecate. I heard her, she said. I heard her cry when the earth opened. And with that, she joined the search, not as a servant, but as a seer. She cast spells in moonlit groves. She spoke with bones and read the wind. She walked paths no god dared walk, calling the girl's name. It was Hecate who led Demeter to Helios, the sun god, who sees all. And Helios, stung by their sorrow, confessed the truth. Persephone had been taken to the underworld by Hades, with Zeus's silent consent. The world withered under Demeter's fury, but Hecate did not rage. She did not beg. She stood at the edge of the underworld and waited. And when Persephone finally returned, changed, crowned, carrying the taste of pomegranate, Hecate was there. She did not flinch from the queen of the dead. She took her hand. From that day on, she became Persephone's guide and companion, walking her through each year into the underworld, torch held high, lighting the path between death and life. To mortals, she became a figure of fear. They called her a witch, sorceress, mistress of ghosts. But those who understood left her offerings, garlic, honey, black dogs, at the crossroads. They whispered her name before spells. They prayed to her in birth and in burial. Because Hecate was never only a goddess of endings, she was a goddess of turnings, of choice, of change, of what lies between. She does not demand devotion. She asks only that you see her. In the shadows just before dawn, in the silence before you choose, in the flicker of flame when you feel utterly alone. She is not evil. She is not kind. She is older than both. She is the path not taken, the hand in the dark, the light that doesn't chase the shadows away, but teaches you how to walk through them. She is Hecate, and she walks beside those who wander. Enjoyed the story? Tap like, hit subscribe, and join us again for more wonders from the world's oldest tales.